Hello guys, my name is Luca from AudioTribe YouTube channel, and in this video I will make a cross comparison review between these four amazing speakers. So we have here the JBL Xtreme 4, the JBL Partybox On-The-Go Essential, the JBL Boombox 3 and the new released one, the JBL Partybox Encore 2. Before I want to make the cross comparison, I want to tell you the price of these four speakers. So the JBL Xtreme 4 costs $250, the JBL Partybox On-The-Go Essential costs $350 but comes with this wireless microphone. The JBL Boombox 3 costs $400, and similar with the Boombox 3, the JBL Partybox Encore 2 costs $400 and it comes with the new wireless microphone. And now I want to thank my subscribers that want to help me by becoming a members on AudioTribe YouTube channel, and I want to tell you that helps me a lot. But now let's talk about the specs. So the JBL Xtreme 4 has 100 watts of power that comes from 2 woofers and 2 tweeters. Of course, it has the IP67 rating, so that means you can fully submerge it underwater, and it has 24 hours of playing time. The JBL Partybox On-The-Go Essential, it has the same amount of power. It has 100 watts of power that comes from one 5.25 inch woofer and 2 tweeters. Of course, it doesn't have the IP67, but it has the IPX4, that means it can resist inner light rain. And the internal battery lasts around 6 hours of playing time. Now the JBL Partybox Encore 2 has the same 100 watts of power that comes from one 5.25 inch woofer and 2 tweeters. Of course, it has the IPX4 rating, it has 15 hours of playing time, and in my opinion it looks, the lights are much better than the JBL Partybox On-The-Go Essential. And the JBL Boombox 3 have 180 watts of power when it is connected to the power source. It has one 80 watt woofer, 2 40 watts mid speakers and 2 tweeters. Of course, it has the IP67 similar with the Xtreme 4, and it has an internal battery that lasts up to 20 to 25 hours of playing time. The inputs are very different. As you see, this is the JBL Partybox Encore 2, this is the JBL Boombox 3, the JBL Xtreme 4, and of course the JBL Partybox On-The-Go Essential. So to see which sounds better, we will gonna make a loudness test to see how loud they are. For that, I will place at around 1.5 meters a decibel meter to measure the power of the sound. First will be the smallest, the JBL Xtreme 4. And to give us the maximum output power of the speakers, I have connected all of these 4 speakers to the power source. First will be the JBL Xtreme 4 at the maximum level of sound.
I got a switch in my head, I go from living to dead. You got me seeing all red, now I'm becoming a threat. I fucking heard what you said, I'll make you have some regrets. And no, I never forget, so now you have a few debts. That shit, it needs to be paid with blood or some sort of pain. You caused a permanent stain, which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear, I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here, the sound of deafening fear.
For such a small speaker, I am impressed by the power. It reaches 103.5 decibels, and I can definitely tell you that this speaker, it is loud. You can feel the bass, but of course because of the size it is not amazing. It is a very good speaker and it is very loud, and for $250 I think this is a very good speaker. But let's go to the JBL Partybox On-The-Go Essential to see if this will be better. So the JBL Partybox On-The-Go Essential reach only 97.5 decibels, but I can definitely tell you that the bass that comes from this 5.25 inch woofer, it is much better than the bass that comes from the two small woofers that the JBL Xtreme 4 has. Of course, the JBL Xtreme 4, it is louder, but the intensity of the JBL Partybox On-The-Go Essential was much better, of course. And I really love the sound. The sound, it is better in my opinion. It is not as crystal clear as the JBL Xtreme 4, but it sounds better. The sound, it is more balanced. Now we will gonna go to the JBL Partybox Encore 2.
Which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear. I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here. The sound of deafening fear.
So the JBL Partybox Encore 2, it is amazing. It reached 107.2 decibels and it was definitely clearly the most loudest between all of these three speakers that we have tested now. And of course it sounds the best. The bass, you can definitely feel it. The lights are amazing. Even these LED bands are amazing. And yes, it is much better than the JBL Partybox On-The-Go Essential and much better than the JBL Xtreme 4. But the JBL Encore 2 has 100 watts of power. The On-The-Go Essential 100 watts of power, the Xtreme 4 100 watts of power, but the JBL Boombox 3 have 180 watts of power when it is connected to the power source. All of these four speakers were connected to the power source when I have made the test, and now placed in the same position at the same distance from the decibel meter. And now we're gonna test if the 180 watts of power of the JBL Boombox 3 will be louder, and if the sound will be better, and if the bass, it will be stronger than the JBL Partybox Encore 2, because as you saw, the JBL Partybox Encore 2, it is from a different league. Let's see the Boombox 3.
I got a switch in my head, I go from living to dead. You got me seeing all red, now I'm becoming a threat. I fucking heard what you said, I'll make you have some regrets. And no, I never forget, so now you have a few deaths. That shit, it needs to be paid with blood or some sort of pain. You caused a permanent stain, which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear, I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here, the sound of deafening fear.
And that was the sound test of the amazing JBL Boombox 3. As I already told you, all of these speakers were connected to the power source to give us the maximum power. So the JBL On-The-Go Essential reached 97.5 and the JBL Xtreme 4 reached 103.5. But even if the JBL Xtreme 4 reached 103.5 and this was weaker, the intensity of the sound and the sound that comes from the JBL Partybox On-The-Go Essential, it is much balanced, because this has too small tweeters. The bass and the sound, it is not that balanced. Now the JBL Boombox 3 reached 105.5 and the JBL Partybox Encore 2 reached 107.2, and this is a big problem, because this has 100 watts of power, this has 180 watts of power. Both of them were connected to the power source, and this was louder than this. But it was louder, but the sound that comes from the JBL Boombox 3 was better. I love the sound that comes from the JBL Boombox 3. That doesn't mean the JBL Partybox Encore 2 doesn't sound good. That means that it is slightly better. So I prefer the better sound that comes from the JBL Boombox 3 than the louder sound that comes from the JBL Partybox Encore 2. But unfortunately, I prefer the lights and the wireless microphone from the Xtreme 2, and I prefer the lines and the design of the JBL Boombox 3. But I am very curious, what speaker do you prefer? Feel free to subscribe to AudioTribe YouTube channel and please hit that like button. Cheers!